South African farmers are faced with a dynamic global economic and trade environment caused by the liberalization of international markets and rapid advances in information communication technologies. But they still face a number of challenges to perform. Joining us in studio for a closer look at the competitiveness of the agribusiness sector is Lindy Struble. She's a manager at Economic Intelligence at Agbiz. Lindy, thank you so much for making the time to join us. Let's start off with a broad understanding of what drives competitiveness in the agribusiness sector.
Basically, Nozipho, competitiveness defines our ability to participate in the market, in the global market, of course. And if you would look into the definitions, there's many definitions that focus into institutions, policies, etc. But the all-encompassing definition would be to look at it holistically and see how agribusinesses, in our case, what we measure, and a country would perform globally in the trade environment.
Let's look at that global performance and perhaps put South Africa into the picture with its global counterparts. How do we rank?
The best way to look at it is the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Ranking, where South Africa in this year ranked 52nd out of 144 countries that was taken in consideration. That is actually, we always like to see who's first, who's last. Right. That's a natural human thing. But that's actually not the most important part. The sections that's really important is they call it the 12 pillars, the subdivisions where we rank at. There we can see there's areas that we did excellently. I think the financial sophistication, we were under the top 10.
Right.
And that is fantastic, and it shows our abilities in financial and the credit markets in this country. But on the other hand, we've got two factors that was really, really detrimental. The one is the health and health and education, and the other one is infrastructure, where we really did really bad. Right. And that shows to us in the policy environment, which this informs the policy makers. It shows to us the fundamentals are not in place, whereas there are some areas that we exceed in.
Let's look at the sector in a little bit more detail and perhaps unpack some of the constraining factors that, if leveraged, could really see South Africa's overall competitiveness improve. What's holding the sector back?
The sector specifically, what we do to measure it, to get a proper answer to that, is an executive survey which we do every 2 years amongst agribusiness executives. And from that we identified 15 factors that's the most enhancing factors and 15 that's the most constraining factors for the sector specifically.
So the top 3 constraining factors would be?
The top 3 constraining factors, interestingly, are all 3 of them derives back to the government's influence.
Right.
It would be the effectiveness of government personnel at national level and effectiveness of government delivery on local level, and then also, interestingly, the trust and honesty among politicians. And that's a huge problem, because that shows to us where the big problem specifically for agribusinesses lies.
So it sounds as if the overarching theme in terms of the key constraining factors is a policy issue that we're seeing in South Africa and an implementation of that policy.
Definitely, that's definitely the case. The broader policy environment is not conducive and enabling for the business. Sometimes we look at trade and we will have politicians or government officials saying we need to enhance trade, but that's the end result. The starting point is to enable business, because they need to be in a position to conduct business efficiently, and then at the end of the day, the end result will be an enhanced trade. So that's just to show you it's not an enabling environment.
Right, and of course on the other side of the coin you have some good news with the 15 enhancing factors. Again, let's maybe look at the top 3 factors that have really allowed the sector to be competitive.
Yes, on the enhancing factors, actually the top 5 is all micro elements. That is which we say the agribusinesses can control. There's always in a business environment areas that you can control and areas that you can't control. And those that they can control is to produce, and that's amongst the top 5 points, are the production of high quality and affordable products. There's the investment in human resources. There's production efficiencies and the way they conduct their business. And a lot of management issues that come in on the top 5 elements.